All right, today is day 28, and we're looking at lesson 76. Let's go ahead and flip over there. So, lesson 76, we're looking at complex fractions. Again, a fraction is the same as division, so a lot of times we work with 1/2, 2/3, but we can have these complex fractions where we have maybe a fraction in the numerator, fraction in the denominator, a decimal number in the numerator or the denominator, or both. That's still just division. So don't say, well, it's not possible. How do I do that? It's still just a number, be it a fraction or a decimal or whatever, divided by another number. So that's all a complex fraction is. So again, fraction over fraction, mixed number over a whole number over a mixed number, it doesn't matter. So if we look at 3/5 over 2/3, again, if we remember that this is just division, well, we're doing a fraction divided by a fraction. Okay, so we have 3/5 divided by 2/3. Well, we've worked with that before, so it's just in a form we're not used to seeing, but it's still just division. So 3/5 divided by 2/3. We remember the rule for that. We keep, change, flip. And so we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. 2/3 becomes 3/2, and we get 3 times 3 is 9 over 5 times 2, which is 10. So if you remember it that way, it's not too daunting. We just have whatever's in the numerator divided by whatever's in the denominator, and we just perform the division like always. These were two fractions, so we kept this fraction, changed this to multiplication, and then flipped this fraction to make it the reciprocal of 3/2. Then we just multiply numerator and denominator. If we have 25 and 2/3 divided by 100, again, we can write this as 100 over 1. If that helps us, we can convert this, which we'll need to because we're dividing to an improper fraction. So 25 times 3 is 75 plus 2 is 77 over 3. Okay, and then dividing by 100 is the same as multiplying by 1 over 100. Okay, so again, multiplying by the reciprocal, and we get 77 times 1 over 3 times 100, and then reduce it down if possible, okay, which it doesn't look like we'll be able to. 7 and 7 is 14, so 3 doesn't go into it. Yeah, okay. So 77 over 300. Okay, if we want to write, this is where sometimes when we have fractions in our percents or decimals in our percents, it makes it a little bit confusing. What do we do? But if we want to find 83 1/3%, I'm going to write that as a number. Here we're going to do, okay, percent still means over 100, so we're going to do over 100. 83 times 3 is 249 plus 1 is 250. So it's going to be 250 over 3 divided by 100 is the same. Divided by 100 over 1, multiplied by 1 over 100. So I get 250 over 3 times 100, which is 300. Factor out of 10, and then 5 out of both of these. So 5 out of 25 and 5 out of 30. So 5, 6. Again, just remember, I know you get confused. Well, it already is in fraction form. Well, we can have percents with fractions or with decimals and still convert them to a fraction or a decimal. So we did percent, so per 100 over 100. Then when we have a fraction, we need to convert it to or if we have a mixed number, we convert it to an improper fraction. We're dividing by 100. That's the same as multiplying by 1 over 100. Okay, and we end up with 250 over 300, which reduces down to 5 over 6. All right, we'll go over these again. Percents, do over 100, and you have a complex fraction, and go through the same steps. These ones you're already given the complex fraction, so just go through and solve. Just remember that a fraction is just division. If you have a fraction divided by a fraction, you just keep change flip or multiply by the reciprocal. All right, that is it for that lesson. We'll see you guys in class.